Bafana, Bafana, go home and face your country. The World Cup is not for you. Go home and face your country. Now, in case you don't know, South Africa has been eliminated from the World Cup. Um, they played with Canada and Canada beat them 1-0. You understand? So they have been eliminated from the World Cup. And that is what all African countries want. We all know the xenophobia that is happening currently in South Africa, where South Africans gave African migrants between now till on the 30th. 30th is like tomorrow, on the 30th of um, June, to evacuate their country. And the way they have been treating fellow Africans in South Africa, it is so bad. We have seen videos of how they are treating them. These are people, most of the people they are treating like that, it's not as if they are illegal migrants. These are people that have documents to stay in the country. And let's assume that there's an illegal migrant in the country. I don't think it's the work of the citizens, you understand, to remove illegal migrants from their country. That is the work of the government. The government has task force that are in charge of those kind of things. And you will see the way South Africans, they are abusing other African countries. They don't do that to the whites. Let me show you this video. There is a politician in South Africa called Julius Malema. He made a statement. He's a politician from South Africa. He made a statement, and just watch the video.
They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent. But let's ask a question. After you marched and say you don't want Zimbabweans, you don't want Nigerians, you don't want Ghanaians, you close shops, you march. Why are you not coming back to tell us the following day that after that march, we expelled 10 Zimbabweans, and out of those 10 Zimbabweans, we're able to give 10 South Africans jobs? There is no such a report. Why? Because now kabakuba maZimbabwe hauna misebetsi, batho bale ba maZimbabwe ba etsa mesebetsi e lona le sa batleng ho etsa because those are slaves jobs. They don't pay anything. You want proper jobs.
You saw that video where he said the way that the South Africans are treating foreigners, like the whites, is different from the way they are doing the blacks. They hate the black. They feel that the blacks are the problem of their country. That because they don't have jobs, they are not doing well as South Africans, then the problem is from the blacks. Meanwhile, the whites are not the problem. What am I trying to say? The truth of the matter is that nobody is actually the problem, whether the blacks or the whites. I think they are the problem. Yes. When you want to fix your country, the people that are making your country to run, you think that they are your problem. Not knowing that when they leave, you are entering into a big problem. Before you know, your currency will start falling. If all the whole foreigners in your country, African foreigners in your country leaves, your currency will start falling. People will start complaining. You understand? And before you know it, you start coming to reality. So it's better. That is why from the beginning of the World Cup, African countries, they were not in support of the Bafanas. That is the South African soccer players. Although we watch video where their team will come out and say, "Why are you not supporting us? Why are Africans not supporting us?" As if they don't know what is happening in their country. Go home and fix your country. Go and talk to your people. Go and sensitize your people. Because that mindset they have that Africans are their problem actually is what is about to bring their downfall. Do you know how many businesses they have closed down? Do you know how many people they have threatened and those people have left their country? Their GDP has dropped. That is a very big problem, but they are not seeing it there. They feel that Africans should go. Africans should go. That is the problem. Meanwhile, Africa is not their problem. Africans is not their problem. There was a video I was watching where there is I think I don't know the country where he's from, but they were telling him to leave the country, and the man was like, "I have documents. I have documents." They said, "No, they don't leave our country, leave our country." The man said, "In my business, I'm running. I have South Africans who are employed in that business. And according to the man said, I have over, I think, over 30 South Africans working in my business. The man is saying that, okay, if you say I should leave, you give me time so that I will look for somebody that is capable of running this business. So imagine that business closed down. First of all, more South Africans will be rendered homeless because they will not be able to pay for basic needs. You understand? Before they will go and look for another business, another job, it will not be easy for them. Even if all the old businesses owned by foreigners evacuate, you understand? They themselves cannot go rent the place because those shops belongs to somebody. They can't rent the shop and start running the business. You understand? So it will be hard for them to pick up. So South Africa has the wrong mindset that Africans are their problem. Africa is not your problem. Forget that Africans are coming to your country because they feel your country is a little bit developed. But one thing you need to know is that that development, Africans contributed to that development. You understand? Yes, they contributed to that development. They contributed to the GDP of that country. So when they will leave, you will discover that they are not your problem. You are actually your own problem. Yeah, you are actually your own problem. So I think those footballers and those doing well in South Africa that are South Africans should go to South Africa and enlighten their people. They should go and enlighten their people. And the way you see that those people who are going about harassing foreigners, if you look at them, you discover that it's like they are sponsored by the government because you'll be wondering, why are the government not arresting these people? There are certain of them that their faces are very popular. They are very popular for going about harassing blacks in South Africa. They are very popular. So why are the government not tracking these people? These popular people that are the front man. Like if you are trying to cancel xenophobia in your country, what you do, you look for the people that are forefront of those that incite the people into those things, and you arrest them, you persecute them. But they don't do that. It means that they might be backed by the government. And let's use Nigeria for instance. Do you know how many South African businesses that are in Nigeria? DSTV is owned by South Africa. Um, MTN, one of the biggest network in Nigeria, is owned by South Africa. So there are many other businesses that are being run in other African countries that are owned by South Africans. There are South Africans in other countries doing well and they are being accepted there. People did not drive them, they did not pressure them. You understand? So that is not your problem. Africa is not your problem. When they are always thinking that, oh, my Africa is our problem, that's why we don't have job. That's why we are suffering. They will come to our country and take our jobs, take our businesses, because that is their mindset. Meanwhile, they are not seeing it from another perspective. And most of all these Africans that are coming to their country, they are giving them jobs. They are increasing their country's GDP. They are paying tax to that country. You understand? They are paying tax to that country. And I'm so happy that Bafana has left the World Cup. Go and resolve your country. Go and sensitize your people. There's a bigger problem there than the World Cup. There's a bigger problem than the World Cup. The kind of video we are seeing, we don't know by 30th, which is tomorrow, we don't know what will happen. You understand? Those people need a lot. They are taking their country back. Imagine a country that in Africa, we are talking about, um, at least this one is developed to a point. You understand? We'll say South Africa. But now the country is going back. If they don't know, they are taking their country back. They are taking their country back. And if all the Africans who are in that country leaves, before they will be able to recover, it will take a long time. You know, to destroy is easier compared to build. It's then they will not discover that, because as at then, they themselves will not be able to run the country. Before you know, the country will start to collapse. Yes, the country will start to collapse. That is how their eyes will be open to reality. Their eye will be open to reality. They are taking the country backward. So the Bafanas, go and sensitize your people. Go and educate them against the danger of what they are doing. Yes.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Onyeka Boy YouTube channel for more.